This fly getting on my fucking nerves. All right, family, peace and blessings. And I'm back again with another installation. So, for those of you who don't know, through the years, I've been known for the movies that I watched, the Black movies that I watched since I was a youngster. When it was VHS, I was watching a lot of Black films because that kind of kept me company. So, I think that's one of the reasons why I'm so interested in Black culture because I remember reliving um, a lot of this stuff through Black films. They kept me company. I always had a healthy image of myself, if you will. So tonight I'm going to give you the year 1975. So I'll give you some of the films that I really loved through 1975. I want to move my picture so that way I can see what I'm reading. That's probably why I had it like this. Blow. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna go over Black Belt Jones, Three the Hard Way, Trouble Man, Truck Turner, Amazing Grace, Uptown Saturday Night, TNT Jackson, Foxy Brown, and the autobiography of Miss Jane Pittman. Now, this is good. Now, this is just for the year 1974. Say so. Keep that in mind. We're talking about the year 1974, and we're gonna kick this one off with Black Belt Jones. And I don't know how many of y'all back in the day in the 70s, black folks was getting into karate. It was kind of funny. And so this was one of those films. I think I first seen him in Three the Hard Way, if I had to be honest with you, Mr. Jim Kelly. And I also know he also was famous for his role in Into the Dragon with Bruce Lee. So Black Belt Jones is a stylish karate expert working for the government. Here we go. Must protect this community center from the mafia thugs after his mentor is killed. And then he teams up with his mentor's daughter, which is played by Gloria Henry, and she had hands, y'all. They fight to save the neighborhood, one fighting kick at a time. So that's when, ooh, that's where it's in the 70s. You'll see this through like the different films. We were really into like black men like being protectors, and they was cool and they could stand up to the man, and I kind of like that theme stuff. It made me feel good. I hope it made some of y'all feel good. The next film is Three the Hard Way. Okay, that's when I first got introduced to Mr. Kelly. But Three the Hard Way, once again, this is about a trio joining forces. And if I'm not mistaken, it's Jim Kelly and what's his name? Jim Brown. Sorry, Jim Brown, and oh God, Fred Williamson. Sorry, y'all. So it's about them three brothers. They join forces to stop a white supremacist plot to poison the water supply of major cities and extremists to exterminate the black population. Traveling across the country, they basically they battle the henchmen and radical terrorists basically in the ghetto. Action packed race against time. So this is again, here we go again, 1974, where black men were like heroes when they were in films. They were fighting to protect their community. So you'll keep seeing these recurring things, but this is like Three the Hard Way. Yeah, yeah. Okay, sorry, y'all, because that took me back in time. The next film is Trouble Man, So I looked at this list, and there was a lot of kick-ass brothers in here. Here's another one. Okay, this is Trouble Man, and this is starring who I thought this man was fine. I just thought he was fine. I'm not even gonna lie. I just thought he was fine. Mr. Robert Hooks, and I thought his son was good. His sons were good looking too. Okay, so this is a cool, street smart private investigator in L.A. Gets framed for murder and tangled in the web of double crossing between rival criminals, and Mr. T must clear his name and outwit the police and the mob. So the brother had to be super, super smart because he's not just battling the underworld world, he's also battling the police. But this is a really good film. It makes you feel good. The soundtrack was done by Marvin Gaye, and it was slamming. You know what I mean? I come up hard, baby. I had to fight. Hey. All right, so that was Trouble Man, another good film. Then there's Truck Turner. Now, I really like Truck Turner. First of all, I love me some Isaac Hayes. And also, Denise Nichols is in here before she was on Star Trek. Okay, so again, another badass, kick ass brother, Mac Truck Turner, which is played by Mr. Isaac Hayes, after killing a notorious pimp. Did y'all hear this? After killing the notorious pimp, Truck becomes the target of LA criminals underworld with his partner by his side, and a gun in hand. He wages war on pimps, gangsters, crooked cops who want him dead. Wow, that kind of seemed a little bit more realistic. Yeah, this is a good film. I like it. There's some parts in it that I think is kind of funny because it's typical 70s. This man's gun is so big. I really like the film. It made me laugh a lot. I ain't gonna lie to you. Then we got Amazing Grace. So we deal with all that male testosterone, right? So now we have Amazing Grace, which I really like this film. This is how I was introduced to my Maybelines. And I remember just watching this film a lot with my older sister, blessed memory. And we used to just ball mouth. Like we used to laugh so much. So Grace Grimes, which is played by Mom Mabley, discovers a corrupt politician are using her neighbors as a pawn in their campaign. Using her wit and determination, she organizes the community and takes back her power. I really love this film. It's about like when older people respected older people, and she basically got the politician to go straight. It's really good. It's a good feel good movie. I watch it to this day. It's called Amazing Grace. I really love this movie. So this theme is like it's more community because they end up at Morgan State. So it's a really good film to watch. So the next one is Uptown Saturday Night. Uptown up. So this duo, um, Bill Cosby and Sidney Poitier, they are fabulous together. Like I watch, I mean, Piece of the Action, Let's Do It Again. I mean, I love them two together, and they give me fond memories of the '70s. So after being robbed at a high class illegal nightclub, the two friends set out to recover the stolen winning lottery ticket. They eventually lead them into encounters with mobsters, politicians, and a host of colorful characters. This is funny. This is funny, and I especially love Paula Kelly's role in here. I don't know if y'all know who Paula Kelly is. Some of y'all know her from Night Court. She was in JoJo Dancer. Like she played in a lot of stuff. Love her. So she's in here too, and it's just a really good feel good movie. Harry Belafonte's in here. Uh, uh, Beverly Todd's in here. Scatman Crothers is in here. I mean, there's a lot of people in there. They always make good films and they have good people in their films. So Uptown Saturday Night is a must watch. Watch it with your children. And there's things you can watch with your children. There's no X-rated stuff in it. I appreciate that about Mr. Cosby and Mr. Do I have a fly in here? He really tested my gangster. I think he dying. Sorry, y'all. He flying all through my face and shit. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. And then we got TNT Jackson. So we had a lot of brothers, kick butt brothers, and all that, right? So now we got this sister, who is, this is her debut. Okay. And this is about Diane Jackson, they call her TNT. She travels to China to find her missing brother. When she learns that he was killed by a drug ring, she sets out to bring down the syndication with her fists, fury, and street smarts. So it's pretty cool. And my dude is in here. Oh gosh. So the woman who stars as TNT is Janine Bell. And she's like one of we have a lot of black women superheroes too. And though this was low budget, I really liked it. I don't know if anybody else seen TNT Jackson, But there's a dude in here. He plays in a lot of stuff right now, but he played a lot in the 70s. I cannot remember his name. Dang, I hate when that happens to me. But it's a good little feel good. You know, these are part of my films that made me feel empowered, like Coffee and Foxy and all that. Well, speaking of Foxy, okay, here's one of Pam Grier films, and I really like. I love any Pam Grier film, to be honest with y'all. I watched them all, but this one right here is after her undercover boyfriend is murdered by drug dealers. Foxy infiltrates their operations by posing as a call girl, using seduction and violence to dismantle the syndicate piece by piece. So one of the things I do realize about a lot of the 70 flicks, most times black people were kind of only known for underworld stuff like pimps, gangsters, or the other end like a cop, I don't know, a secret service agent. Like it's always some super stuff we doing. So I feel like, that's kind of like the world they had at the moment. But who knows? Now we have better films. We have, I think it opened the door. You know what I'm saying? And so I really appreciate watching Foxy. She made me feel empowered. She really did. All right. Oh, one of my favorite actresses is yes, Sissy Tyson. So this is the autobiography of Miss Jane Pittman. So what I like about this powerful historical drama, it was a landmark performance for Sissy Tyson. It was really for all of us. Through an extended interview with the journalist, 110-year-old Jane Pittman reflects on her life. So she goes from slavery through Reconstruction, Jim Crow, Civil Rights Movement. Sorry, this also won her a Grammy for her portrayal of this Miss Mary J. Pittman. And even though she's not necessarily a for real person, she take us through. I think sometimes what I like about this, what I like about not just Sissy Tyson. I mean, that's what I like about her is that she played roles that have deep meaning. Because now that I'm old and I've been places and I studied, a lot of things I first seen was watching this movie. Like thinking about, we think about black folks and we don't understand the things that we've been through. So slavery and Reconstruction and Jim Crow and the Civil Rights Movement and yada yada yada. So sometimes you have today's activists want to tell you about right now and not letting white people not letting them go to camp with them or some shit, but not looking at all of the strengths that they have, the resiliency of black people to still create in the midst of real systems, against them. So the biography of Jane Pittman, man, I really, really love this film. It's like one of my favorite films of all times. One day I may do, after I get through all these decades and years, I may do like my top 10, absolutely top 10. Okay, so here we go. We got some action with Black Belt Jones, this karate flick. We got Three the Hard Way, some super badass black men. Same thing with Trouble Man, same thing with Truck Turner. We got Amazing Graces by the elder using her wits to deal with the corrupt politicians. And I think there's a message in there. I think that when it comes to black politicians that we know we put in the office who do not help us because they don't want to appear that they're for black people, we need to take some pages out of our elders book and not support these people and make them just go for self. Then we got Uptown Saturday Night, a good fun humor, just very good humor and very clean. I like that. TNT Jackson, so you have the kick-ass sisters. So you got TNT Jackson, Foxy Brown, and then we rounded it off with learning about some of the history of what happened to black people in the United States, which I think right now I think with these diaspora wars, we probably need to really think about what the history is of where we are right now and then give thanks and build on that. So anyway, that is my black film list for 1970 and 4. I'll see y'all next time. Stay up, people.